Hey y'all, it's Linda. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm just going to be doing a good old-fashioned get ready with me. I'm not going anywhere. I am going to sit approximately 4 feet from where I'm sitting now to work for the day. But I just wanted to kind of put on some makeup and give you guys a little bit of a life update. Just kind of talk about that. I also want to talk a little bit about my low buy. Some things that are kind of clicking through my head about the low buy. Just really sit down and just kind of play with makeup for a minute. I'm going to be doing, I think, a very light kind of natural complexion. And then for my eyes, I want it to go, I'm not even sure what I'm going to do, but I wanted to use the palettes from my friends Heather and Angie and just kind of play around. Again, no clue what I'm going to do. I will start by saying, though, that there are going to be parts of this video that are probably not the happiest, not the most uplifting. I am going to start with talking about that, and I will put a timestamp on the screen right here so you can skip ahead if you're not in a place where you want to or can listen to any of that. I fully understand, and you can just kind of skip ahead to that timestamp. But I'm going to get started with, I think I'm going to get started with my complexion. I think I'm just going to, again, I'm going to do something super light. I'm just going to be using my Tower 28 Sunny Days. And also, if during this I forget to say anything that I'm using, everything's going to be linked in the description box down below if you are curious. So forgive me, I went ahead and I did my base for the most part. I realized that as I was doing my base, I was rambling on about things that like are really in the weeds here, but to take it down to like base level, we had to put my 18-and-a-half-year-old cat Spooky to sleep on Saturday of last week. It's only Thursday right now, so it's only been less than a week at this point. She had been, she had kidney failure. We knew that, or kidney disease. And in January, she was diagnosed at having like a tumor in her bladder. So we knew it wasn't going to be like years or things like that. We were kind of looking at months at that point. So we just kind of spoiled this cat rotten. We took her off of her diet food, which she never liked, and we just gave her the crappy food that she really likes. We wanted to spoil her. We decided not to go forward with any, we were giving her like medication for anti-inflammatory stuff, and we were giving her fluids, but we decided to not go through with chemotherapy or radiation or anything like that because of her age. We didn't want to put her through all that. We didn't think it was fair. We did that, and then we noticed that last week she wasn't eating really, and she just wasn't looking great. And when we took her into the vet, I'll be honest, I kind of thought that was it. This was last week. We took her in. It was like a week and a half ago from right now. We took her in, and we were, the vet looked at her and he was like, you know what? Here's the thing. Wait, what color do I want to use? I feel like I need to think about this. But he was like, here's the thing. She's still responding positively to being pet. And on top of that, her gums are looking pink and everything looks okay. So we're just going to send you home with an appetite suppressant, which we did. And it didn't work. It just unfortunately didn't work. She didn't want to eat. And then to be honest, she kind of started telling us. Like, I was waiting for her to tell us, and she did. You know what I mean? She couldn't go to the litter box anymore. She was just going in bed. And, we just knew. And I think you all know this. If you have ever unfortunately had to lose an animal, I think like, even if you know when it's coming, even if you know it's coming soon, it doesn't make it easier at all. I'm not as bad as I was. I was like scream crying a whole lot because, this was my girl. This was my first real pet. And to be honest, like, I'm 41 years old. I got her when I was 22. Like, think about that. Like, almost half my life, in a way. Like, definitely most of my real adult life, I have had this cat in my life. And this house has never felt so empty, especially considering that I work from home. You know what I mean? I work from home, and it's been really, really difficult. But again, like, I've done okay yesterday and so far today. This doesn't mean I haven't cried. I've cried both days. I've cried every day. Wow, this is dramatic makeup. But yeah, I've cried definitely both days, but at the same time, it's slightly easier. I still, every time I walk by the bedroom, I still expect to see her there because, to be honest, for the last couple of years of her life, she did have arthritis, which is very normal, and it was a little harder for her to get down the stairs, so she mostly stayed in our bedroom. I didn't realize the number of times that I would just check in on that cat. Like if I was having a stressful day, I would just go in and cuddle the hell out of her and then go back to work, and I felt better, you know? And she's not there for me to do that anymore, and that sucks. That sucks a lot. I know a lot of you know this, and I know a lot of you can understand. I miss her fiercely. I miss her so much. I miss her so much. And unfortunately, and I know this is going to upset some of you, and I don't mean for this to, I just am being completely honest. I wish I did, but I don't believe in an afterlife. I'm just going to be honest. Like, I wish I did. I really do. So I keep having people say to me like, oh, the Rainbow Bridge, or, oh, you know, she's up in heaven with my Fluffy. And I know that people mean well when they say that. I understand. But like, when you don't believe in an afterlife, like it's kind of hard to hear that stuff. You know what I mean? Because I want to believe it. I want to believe that she is like healthy now, and she's not hurting, and she's with some pet friends that are being good to her, that are showing her around. Like, I want to believe all that happy stuff, but unfortunately, like, this is my belief system, you know, it just is what it is. And I don't necessarily believe all that. And that's hard. That's hard to think about, because again, I want to believe that she's happy and she's, you know, running around, and that, you know, people's beloved pets are showing her around, showing her the ropes, and that, you know, when I pass someday, she'll be there for me. I want to believe all that, but like, it's just hard for me. I do, though. I want to thank everybody so much. Everybody has been really insanely more kind than they ever needed to be. I've gotten so many just kind of wonderful comments, so many wonderful messages, and I know that there's so many people who know what this feels like. You know what I mean? I know I'm not alone, and I know I have a support system behind me, and in that, I am very, very lucky. And you know, thank you if you're one of the people who did say something, and if you didn't, thank you too. I mean, anybody who sent over good thoughts, good vibes, good anything, I am very appreciative. What do I think about this makeup look? I think it's kind of aggressive, and I don't usually do purple, and I feel like I kind of look a little dead, but it's cool. It's cool. It's good. It's good. Okay, this is the point where the sad stuff stops. I wanted to chat like just a little bit on my low buy, because one thing that I have found very interesting is like this week, the last week and a half, 2 weeks has been like sale season. So Ulta had their 21 days of beauty, and the Sephora VIB sale starts today as you're watching this. It starts on April 1st for Rouge members, and I am a Rouge member technically. I definitely will not be next year, but yeah, I am a Rouge member, and the sale starts for me tomorrow. And I keep looking because, again, I am a low buy. I am not on a no buy. And if something appeals to me, like really appeals to me, I'm going to let myself get it. And I was going to think about making a video, but like I usually talk about the things that I want to buy for myself, and there's really like not much at all. Like I do have a few things. Let me get out my list. Okay, so I'll tell you about the stuff that I am interested in maybe purchasing, but none of these, not a single one is like a definite, like this is definitely going to be something I purchase. Like chances are I'm not going to buy a lot of this at all. So one big thing is I do need a new concealer. So if you have a recommendation for a cruelty-free concealer that you really like, let me know down below, because I had the Kosas one. And I used it all up, and I really did like it. I really did, but I'm looking for something a little creamier, a little less hardcore, I think. Just something, I don't know. I like a lightweight concealer. So if you have anything that you really like, let me know down below, because I need new concealer. What else is there? Eyeshadow primer. I definitely need a new eyeshadow primer, and I'm thinking of the Milk Hydro Grip eye primer. I haven't used it, but I feel like a lot of people seem to like that one. I've used obviously like Urban Decay Primer Potion, and I still, wow, that's pink. And I still really like it. Like that's not going away anytime soon, but I feel like I just want to try something new. So again, if you have suggestions for that, look at me. Like I'm supposed to be the one giving you guys suggestions, and I'm asking for suggestions nonstop. Wow, this is so pink. But really, like that's just something I need an eye primer real bad, especially because I'm getting back into colorful makeup. and bright makeup and things like that, and I want something that goes well with that. One thing that I had put on my list, but I don't think I'm going to be getting, is the Rare Beauty contour stick, bronzer stick. It's supposed to be really, really beautiful, but they're out of so many shades. And I set myself a notification that if it comes back in stock, let me know, and maybe I'll grab that, like if it's still there during the sale. But I don't know. I wanted like a contour stick, but all of these things, none of them are like must-haves. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like that is something that is sort of changed because of this, or because of my low buy. Like, honestly, the way I was before, it almost wouldn't matter if I didn't really want something. If there was that sale, I was like, well, I got to get it now. I got to get stuff now. I would buy backups. I would buy and I don't feel the need to do that anymore. And it's weird because it's only been 3 months that I've been on a low buy, but when I commit to something like that, I commit pretty hard. And like, I'm starting to think that this kind of low buy might be permanent. I mean, again, it's only March. It's only March, but who knows? That being said, though, comment down below and let me know what you're picking up from the sale, because I would love to live vicariously through you. Tell me all about it. What are you super excited about? I got lipstick on my mustache for some reason. I want to hear about it all. Otherwise, I do have to say one thing that I'm looking forward to is that I have 2 trips planned, and I haven't gone on a vacation or a trip of any kind since 2019, like many of us, you know. So my vacations had been canceled, and I'm finally able to go on some of those trips. And you know, it feels good. It feels like a little strange at the same time, because to be honest, like, we planned these trips, but I was very much like, you know, if Spooky is still with us, I think I would be too nervous to go and leave her. And of course, I am not saying like, oh, well, now she's gone, we're cool, or anything like that. But, you know, I do feel comfortable going on a trip now, if that makes sense. So, yeah, I'm going on 2 trips that are not till later in the year. I'm hoping that I can schedule something, like anything, just to get away for a little bit between now and then, because this isn't until, the first one is in the end of September. So that's a really long time. I would love to take some like day trips or things like that and just, you know, go somewhere for a night. I'm lucky that I live in an area where, you know, I've got Philly and New York and DC and Virginia. Like, I've got a lot of stuff where I can travel to in one day and still have plenty of time, you know, to look around and do, you know, whatever I want to do. So yeah, I definitely want to schedule some day trips in there. But that's it. Again, this video was really just meant to kind of catch you all up, because I'm hoping to kind of return to my normal content schedule next week. We'll see. We will see. I can't make any promises right now, because there are some days that are really, really, really hard right now. And I'm just trying to get through them and maintain my own mental health. And I am hoping that you can appreciate that and respect that. But I didn't want to just jump in and be like, hey guys, there's this new product you need to try. Like, when a lot of you know and have been so kind, you know, about my Spooky. So I do want to end my video with a few little clips of her that make me just really, really happy. So that'll be at the end. But thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for all of your support, for how wonderful you are. I'm not going to give my usual spiel about like thumbs up and where you can follow me and stuff like that, because I just kind of want to say thank you, because I figure the people that are watching this are the ones who have just been so supportive, the ones who have been so kind, and I'm so appreciative for you in my life. So I will still say that I love you with my whole heart, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.